Hello and welcome back to this training. In this video, we're going to talk about protecting your payments. My name is Mark Hong and the founder of markhong.com. So one of the most important thing about payment, especially for smaller business when you are getting started, is to make sure that you're protecting your payment, that it will not go to some devious supplier that will take your money and run. Okay, so very important. I must stress this again, that you always verify the supplier before making any forms of payment to them. Okay, and this will ensure that you are working with a responsible supplier. Okay, then once you have done that, okay, the most common payment methods are wire transfer, okay, which is sometimes called TT, right? And this is something that a lot of people do, okay, and a lot of suppliers accept. And another form is letter of credit, where you have your bank negotiate with their bank, right? They'll basically have a contract and take the delivery, and the money gets released once the products are being delivered. Okay, so it's also another advantage of using letter of credit is that sometimes you can negotiate some type of credit term with your bank, right? And it will give you more flexibility to your cash flow, and by having a good credit with your own bank. Okay, now sometimes suppliers will also take PayPal, right? But mostly, most suppliers will take PayPal only for samples. The reason being, PayPal takes a very hefty chunk out of the transaction. So for most of the supplier that when they don't have a lot of profit, and for most of the part, manufacturing does give less profit margins. Okay, so for most of the people to take PayPal, that means they will have to surrender a big chunk of their profit. So most of the supplier, in fact, most of the good supplier, larger supplier that I know, are not very willingly to take PayPal unless it's a sample. Okay, so those are the three most common payment methods. Okay, and that you can use with a supplier in China. Now, when you are making payments, make sure that you do not pay them by Western Union. Okay, even if it's a verified, qualified supplier, you don't want to pay them by Western Union, because what happens is Western Union, there is no way that you can take that as some type of proof form of legal proof. Okay, in case something, there is a breach of contract or something, and that you can use that against your supplier, right? So it's best not to use Western Union. However, there are some instances that some of my clients that they have worked with the supplier for a while, they know them well, and it's they need to make a very small amount of payment to the supplier, but it's just too expensive to do it, to spend to go down to the bank and pay them, right, on based on the transfer fee. So they do that, okay, but legally speaking, don't ever use Western Union. Same thing with personal bank account. Okay, even if you know the supplier, you trust them, right? But don't send them through a personal bank account, because that offers you no protection in the court of law, right? It's always business to business. If your contract is with a company, then you should always match the company's bank account. All right, so that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next video, where we'll talk about how to make your suppliers comply, okay, when there's a legal situation necessary.